It's time for Defending the Faith with Pastor Kenny Word of Gospel Lighthouse Church in Bossier City. Defending the Faith uses foundational principles, fundamental teachings, and faithful preaching of the gospel of Jesus Christ to influence the world and strengthen believers in their daily walk. And now, here's Pastor Kenny Word.
When you put your faith in the finished work of Jesus Christ on the cross. Now that work that Jesus did on the cross, that is where we draw our strength. Where we draw our strength from is from that work that Jesus did on the cross. And when as believers, when we get out of sorts, when we begin to drift away from God, I'll tell you where it comes from. It comes from not focusing on what Jesus did on the cross. When we begin to get worked up about what color the paint is on the walls, when we begin to get worked up about the color of the carpet or the color of the pews, or when we get, worked up about the pastor, he's supposed to only preach 30 minutes and he went 40 minutes. And, or you get upset because nobody said hi to you. What you're doing is you're getting distracted from persevering and being dedicated to that crucified life. You're getting distracted from your faith being in Jesus Christ and His finished work on the cross. And so we need to be diligent, and we need to always monitor ourselves and make sure that our faith is not drifting and getting put into something else. Sometimes people will get put on a committee, or they'll get into an office, they'll get voted into something, and they will begin to lose faith. It's a sad reality, but they will begin to lose faith because they will take their eyes off of that finished work of Jesus on the cross, and they'll begin to look at themselves and say, look what I am now. And then whenever that office or that job title or whatever it may be is taken away from them, they feel like their whole faith world has crumbled. Well, the only way your whole faith world can crumble is if you take your eyes off of Jesus. It doesn't matter if somebody votes you to be, serving on some kind of committee or a teacher or a preacher or whatever it is, because those things come and those things go. And so this is a sad reality, is sometimes people, as they're progressing in God, God will place them into a position. And the day that position is taken away, oh, you should hear them. It's just like the end of the world. I can't believe this has happened to me. I can't believe that they would do this to me. If you feel like that, I want to tell you in love that your faith world has been wrapped up in something that's not the cross. Because if an office or a place in ministry is taken away from you and you feel like that faith world is crumbling, that's not the cross. The cross will keep you right. If you focus on what Jesus did on the cross, it will keep you where you need to be. And I'm going to show you this in Hebrews chapter 12. I'm going to read you the first 3 verses here in Hebrews chapter 12. I'm going to try to not get sidetracked as I work through it, because I want to show you something on this 3rd verse. So in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, the Bible says, "Wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before Him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God." Now here's verse 3, guys. "For consider Him that endured such contradiction of sinners against Himself, lest you be wearied and faint in your minds." So what God.
You have been listening to Defending the Faith with Pastor Kenny Word of Gospel Lighthouse Church in Bossier City. Defending the Faith uses foundational principles, fundamental teachings, and faithful preaching of the gospel of Jesus Christ to influence the world and strengthen believers in their daily walk. Gospel Lighthouse Church is located at 4350 Panther Drive in Bossier City. Go to churchlighthouse.com for more information, and please tune in again next time for Defending the Faith.